My name is Lee Krause, and this is Evie Browning Krause. Welcome to the Atwood House. We've been here since 1996. Since we've been here, we've done work on stabilizing the house, which includes foundation and roofing repairs, sealing in the house. We love this neighborhood. We want to stay historic and stay like it is now. That's the reason we bought here. We're very proud to be given the responsibility of protecting a piece of this history, and we look forward to saving it for future generations.
I'm Evie Browning Krause. I'm an artist that lives in the neighborhood. When we first moved here, it was like moving into the country in the middle of the city, and we all knew our neighbors, and it was a cohesive community, and we're passionate about trying to preserve that feeling as well as the structures of the house.
We bought the house in 2002 when we moved to Houston. We lived here a year, and we've been driving around for about 8 months, I'd say, looking for houses in the city, closer to Rice where we work. And eventually one day we drove through this neighborhood and discovered it, and it was this complete revelation. It's like, wow, there's actually this really fantastic, funky, amazing neighborhood in Houston, and it's got this house for sale in it. And so we pretty much fell in love with it immediately. Fortunately for us, since we're not actually the kind of people who would want to renovate our own home, the people we bought it from had just spent 2.5 years renovating it, and so we reaped the benefits of that. And so we live in a house that's fully renovated and gorgeous and has a fantastic view of the downtown Houston, which I'm looking at right now. And yeah, so we love living here.
Bart Truxillo here. I've been involved in the neighborhood here for about 20 years plus, I think. Got several pieces of property. I've always been attracted to historic areas or areas that have character. This is a neighborhood that has definite character. It's overlooked for years, I think, but now I think it's coming together in ways that it hasn't for the longest time. It's really not. It's exciting to see what's happening, and we're making great progress. I think the attraction 20 years ago was its historic nature, the character of it, the fact that it's been here a long time. And this is an 8-unit building built, I guess, in the 30s, I believe. And the tenants here are happy. I have long-time tenants, and they like the neighborhood. It's not for everybody. It's a special, you want to really be here, and I think once you get the idea of what the neighborhood is all about, then people buy into it. They're committed. They enjoy it. All those things that might be a deterrent for someone else is the very thing that is attractive to them. The neighborly atmosphere, the people get along with each other, and the camaraderie. It's a special place. You know your neighbors. You're involved with your neighbors here. It's unlike the suburbs where you might not know the person that lives 2 doors down. You know everybody in this neighborhood, and you've been involved with them, and you have something in common with them. More than that, I think when you look around, you see the houses that are beautiful in their uniqueness. They don't build them this way anymore, and to say nothing of its, Houston that has so little history. This is not only a collection of historic buildings, but it's a historic neighborhood that's endured the centuries. So I mean that alone makes it totally unique. It's now enjoying the fact that people are discovering new generations are coming here and making their families in these houses that have had several generations under their roofs. And the new people are just as happy and just as content and very, very proud. There's something very unique about the fact that your house has been lived in by several generations, and those good vibrations come oozing on you, I think. You can't get this in a brand new townhouse. You just can't get it. Anyway, I think it's great. If you haven't seen the 06 Ward, you need to drive around and take a look.
Hi, I'm Stuart. This is Larissa, and this is Moon Pie. And we bought this house in 1996 and have been restoring it ever since, and enjoying the process. We really like the fact that we're taking an old home and making it livable.
And really preserving it as sort of conservators for future generations to come. You know, when we first moved into this neighborhood, we immediately recognized the sense of community because there are so many people, and continue to be so many people, in various stages of renovation with their houses. When it's really been great, and we really look forward to having that for many generations to come.
Thanks.
Save our neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Marisa. This is Sana, Avery, and Joe, and we looked at this house almost 7 years ago when I was pregnant with him, and at the time I wouldn't get out of the car. Joe was pretty sure it was the place to be, but it looked a little rough around the edges. So in the last 7 years, and everyone around us have been putting so much effort into restoring these houses that to live in, and we a year and a half ago bought a second house to use as an office for a while, and we're
right
architects.
behind us.
Yeah. So we're both designers. We do residential renovations mostly, and that's what we're familiar with, having added on to our house in a way that
This was our start. We worked together in a commercial architecture firm. Oops, your acorn. We worked together in a commercial architecture firm for several years, and that's when we bought this house. And we were sitting on the back, which doubled the size. So I'm happy that you can't really see it too much from the street. It's kind of hidden back there with a little courtyard. And that was really our segue into our current practice, where we do residential architecture. Now we bought another old Victorian across the street, and that's just finished restoring that a few months ago, and that's our office. So we've really enjoyed and it's interesting. There's I don't know where I've heard this, but there's a lot of architects in the neighborhood, and I think the reason why is we understand and recognize and appreciate the kind of craftsmanship of the place.
material.
Really, yeah, it's really brilliant. I mean, somebody asked once, what would it take to replace the house if it blew down in the hurricane? Maybe this was at the hurricane last year. What would it take to replace it? I just told them you can't. Yeah, it's not possible. I mean, should be careful about trying to imitate historic architecture. It really isn't possible. The best we can do is to learn from it and build with appropriate scale and quality. So we enjoy it. It's been a great 7 years for us here.